Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Fronti.
Well, welcome back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., sharing with you what you need to know, want to know, and should know about real estate, finance, and so much more. And we have so much more today because we have some guests today.
We do. We actually got lucky enough to bring him in a little bit early, but we'll continue our conversation that you and I were having regarding opportunities in the marketplace and what's really happening right now in Santa Clarita specifically, and of course what's happening in the nation a little bit, but more specifically what's happening here at home.
All right, I like it.
Besides this rain.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, rain. But it's good. I mean, I think we're getting, we bypassed the whole drought thing that we were dealing with for the last 10 years.
Yeah, unless the Oroville Dam gives out, then we lose half of our water for the entire state. It's just,
then
we never win.
Then do we get some?
We just never win with this water situation. We never can win.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, again, you're with the Don Getling, Gino Fronti, and the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. You can actually join us because we have 3 HD cameras here, thanks to Furman and AP Productions back there. And you can just go to donandgino.com, DONANDGINO.com, click on the live streaming button, and you can see us and our very handsome guests that have joined us now. That's right. The studio has gotten more crowded.
Yes, and definitely better looking.
No doubt. All right, so we brought back by popular demand Mr. Tony Valdez, Mr. Muy Guapo.
Hello. Thanks for having me, guys. Pleasure to be here.
Always smooth, cool, and debonair. One of our top mortgage professionals in our office. Everybody loves Tony. Is that your slogan? Something like that? Trust Tony?
Trust in Tony.
Trust in Tony. I like it.
Trust in Tony. Yes,
there you
sir.
go.
We do.
Yeah. For sure.
Do a good job. Everybody here at Skyline Home Loans are absolute rock stars. Isn't that our slogan, Tony? You got to be a rock star or go home.
That's right.
Go somewhere else.
Home of the badass mortgage originators, right?
That's right.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's right.
So to help fill in our, super accomplished room here, we brought Mr. Rene into the folds here, Mr. Rene Enriquez.
You're outnumbered today. I think we could just start speaking Spanish and just get rid of Don.
Oh, no bueno. It's like hanging out with you and your dad and your friends. I know you guys are talking about me. And then you guys point,
and laugh.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you ever go get a massage or go get your nails done. You're like, I know they're talking about me. They're pointing at you and laughing. In Vietnamese.
Never a good sign.
No, never a good sign. I don't think they think I'm funny because they can't understand me. Most people don't think I'm that funny. All right, so we'll talk about something of value then. If this isn't a comedy show, we want to let you know what's really happening in the real estate market. We bring in top pros, and we have a top pro in today, in Rene Enriquez. He's actually was the #1 individual real estate professional at Homesmart, the fastest growing real estate company in all Santa Clarita and in the nation. Homesmart is killing it. And Rene, #1 out of 200 agents. Nicely done, dude.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Good
celebrity
stuff.
in the house.
Yeah, thank you. I don't feel like one, but yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
And that's double diamond. I mean, we're not talking about your skiing ability. This is your ability to sell homes, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Just dealing with every transaction.
You don't have time to ski.
No, I don't. I don't ski at all. Actually, didn't grow up around snow, so no skiing for me.
See, I can keep going because we have all the snow now and all all the rain.
Right.
So, yeah, but instead you'd sell homes.
I sell homes. Yeah.
That's
sell
a good
homes,
thing.
little surfing maybe.
Oh.
Back in the days.
Back in the days.
Little golf with Tony.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then that's
gotta go.
tough. Tony just makes me look bad every time we go golfing.
Yeah.
Mr. Consistent.
Don, you can hold your own out there. I've
Yeah.
had some neck and neck matches with you
Yeah,
going
that's
into the
when I
18th.
find my ball, I do have a chance.
Just going to leave that alone.
Yeah, Gino's not joining. All right, again, you're here.
Let's
with
talk about real estate. I'm good at that.
So, well, I'd like to ask Rene, and we're going to go, and just a lot of times our guests just don't know what we're going to throw at them because that's why we want it real. And Rene is a good friend of ours and a very real individual. And Tony and Rene make a great team because it takes that these days. It's very challenging out there in the market today. There's not enough inventory. We all know prices have gone up. And it's a unique industry out here in Santa Clarita because if you aren't networked, you aren't well known, you aren't respected, you don't work with the right lender, a local professional, a top professional, respected professional, and on, your chance of success out in this market is very difficult. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but if you're working with an out-of-area agent, you're working with an out-of-area lender, you're working with an internet lender, we know that for a fact because they will, or even a big bank lender these days, it's very difficult to get your offer accepted. Because, Renee, wouldn't you agree that it's more important that you protect your seller by making sure that you have a good buyer and a good agent on the other end to protect your seller?
Absolutely. And when I sit with a seller, I show them the different offers that are on the table. And 9 times out of 10, I don't even have to say it myself, but I let them know, hey, look, I've worked with Tony. I've done business with them in the past, and I know that we've been able not only to open the escrow, but we can close it successfully without having, hiccups along the process. Super, super important. It also makes me feel, very relaxed, knowing that I do have a working relationship with the other agent and the other lender on the other side, and I know they're good at what they do. So that makes me feel good, makes my clients feel good. It puts them at ease and say, hey, look, we're going to be able to sell your home. You're going to be successful, especially when it's a contingent situation where we have to, we have to sell in order to buy the next property. It's super, super important to have the right key players. You got to have the key players in there so that way, you can complete that transaction, successfully. That's a whole different level of doing business, but super important to know that you have somebody like Tony that can not only just give knowing that we can open and close escrow, but it's also the service too that comes with it. The communication, and that's what I like. There's nothing worse than to be in the dark. Especially when you have situations, because sometimes you can't help it. You're going to have some
situations.
Absolutely, all day long, baby.
Tony, nothing ever comes up, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Not in all your decades of business being in the industry, No,
absolutely. There's a lot of value, as Renee's saying, to working with the right lender, with the right realtor, someone who's connected to the community, someone who knows the inventory, works well and knows other agents very well, to represent the buyers, the sellers, and in my case, the borrowers who are getting the loan. So it does make a difference who you're working with, and it's always a pleasure to work with Renee because I know he's plugged in, I know he's connected, and I know he knows his stuff.
All right, I'm going to piggyback on that before we go to break, Renee. When I was hearing you speak about working with people that you respect, whether it's the real estate agent on the other side, which is imperative.
Right.
There's also some I didn't have a great experience with that person, and working with a lender that you have a great experience with, it allows you to actually not worry about those pieces of the transaction. Therefore, you can concentrate on your seller, your buyer. Am I right?
Absolutely. Makes the job a lot easier. I can focus on the areas that I need to focus on a lot better. I know that I have a professional on my side, or even if it's on the other side, I know them and I know that they're going to be able to do what they are supposed to do. It opens things up for me to even do and help more clients too as well. So always a sign of relief. Relationships are a key for a lot of different aspects of our lives, but in business is super, super important. To give you just a quick example, ran into a client of mine at the open house this weekend. He's been looking for about 6 months, and it's not even he wasn't a client. I've just ran into him multiple times at open houses, so he can't find anything. 6 months. 6 months ago, the rates were a lot lower, so he could have bought something better. So today, I'm at the AG meeting, and I'm talking to Archie, and Archie says, "Hey, I got this home in Saugus." And it's all the check marks that this particular client is calling. So again, that relationship, right? Now I know this home is not even on the market. So you better believe I contacted my client immediately and said, "Hey, I think I got something for you."
Oh, I like that. Renee Enriquez got the inside scoop. Actually, we're going to talk about that when we're about to go to break. That is a key thing that you need to pay attention to and stay tuned for this next segment, because a lot of you think you can just go on Zillow or go on Realtor.com and find all the available homes. Believe it or not, about I don't know what percentage, I'm not going to give a percentage up, but a good percentage of the homes are not on MLS or not on MLS yet, and therefore you need to be connected to get first opportunity at these homes before they're actually gone by the time you see them. And we have some tips and tricks and some insider information. That's right, you're not going to jail, but you're going to get some insider information when we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show in just a few minutes. Don't go away, this is good stuff.